Okay, let's get right into this, man. Takanori Gomi proves that he still has some firepower left in the fireworks, in the fireball kid, or whatever you call him. He puts away Tyson Griffin with a beautiful knockout punch. And that's all she wrote for Tyson for this fight. I'm really happy to see Gomi returning to form somewhat. I was kind of nervous. I'm gonna admit it. I was kind of nervous with Gomi going in. I thought maybe Tyson may pull it off, and because Gomi wasn't looking too good last fight, and he's been kind of iffy, but he totally rocked and shut down Tyson Griffin. It was beautiful, man. So I'm giving him much props. He needs to get a solid contender next, and if he beats that contender, he should be looking at a title shot, I think, in my opinion. Next, Yushin Okami did his thing against Munoz. It wasn't just a one-sided, devastating fight for Okami, even though Munoz looked outclassed a lot. But Okami still, didn't look he didn't put on just a dominant performance. They actually, Okami got caught. Okami caught Munoz. It was just, it wasn't a one-sided dominant performance by Okami, and I feel that Okami deserves to be in title contention, if not the #1 guy to get a title shot right now. But I wasn't too impressed with this victory. Although he did win, I just wasn't that impressed. I was impressed with the John Jones victory, and it seems like he's just beating these guys like first round, bam, bam, bam. You know what I mean? And they're just looking all like looking confused and shit after he does his thing on them. But I don't know. It's definitely time to step up the competition for John Jones. I really would like to see him fight a solid contender next, and after that, then I would probably, if he beats that solid contender, then he should go ahead and get his title shot, man, because it's the time has passed to be dragging him along or doing whatever. So we got this fight coming up in a couple days. Chael Sonnen is promoting the shit out of it. I haven't seen head nor tail of Silva anywhere saying anything, so I don't know if they just contracted Sonnen to promote the fight on his own or what, but shit, he's promoting the shit out of it and talking a lot of noise. Now he's talking about how Silva and Franklin ducked him and how all this and that. Don't get me wrong, I like Chael Sonnen and I respect him as a fighter, but man, sometimes he gets on my fucking nerves. He always whines and talks like a bitch all the fucking time. Like, dude, just shut the fuck up. There's nothing wrong with being confident. There's nothing wrong with doing all this, but to say, oh, I'm gonna whoop Silva's ass, I'm gonna retire him, he's never faced a fighter like me. Oh, really, Chael? If I'm not mistaken, your boss, your teacher, your sensei, if you will, fought and lost to Silva, and I'm talking about Dan Henderson. So, don't sit there and talk all this shit like, oh, he's never faced anyone like me and did nothing like that. Come on, man. You know what I mean? He's fought and put away the guy whose team you belong to, whose flag you repping. You know what I mean? So don't sit there and talk shit like that. Don't get me wrong. Although Silva should easily win this fight, I am not counting out Chael Sonnen, because I've seen upsets here lately, and shit happens, especially in MMA. You can get caught and get fucked up. So I believe Silva should win this one easily and decisively, but at the same time, I can't count out Chael Sonnen, even though I don't particularly agree with the way he's running his mouth. I can't take it away from him. He is a solid fighter, but hopefully Silva puts him on his ass. Also in that fight, we got Thiago Alves and John Fitch. That's going to be a really good fight. That is going to be a really good fight. And actually, I see Fitch probably pulling it out if he nullifies Alves' stand-up game, which he should be able to do, in which Alves showed that he had problems with against St. Pierre. So if Fitch can take away his stand-up, because I do think Alves has better stand-up than Fitch, and if Fitch wants to stand there and rumble with Alves, then he may get knocked the fuck out. So, you know, I'm sure his coaches are telling him not to stand with him, to sit there and wrestle the guy down, and hopefully Alves has been, you know, preparing for that. Also on that card, we have Dos Santos versus Big Country, Roy Nelson. Dos Santos should win that fight. He should beat Roy Nelson, but I'm not taking anything away from Roy Nelson. He definitely has a puncher's chance, and he's not a slouch, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I believe that Dos Santos should, you know, come away with the win there. Then we have Matt Hughes coming back in against Ricardo Almeida. I feel like shit. If Matt Hughes beats Almeida, then it's time to give him some more difficult competition, in my opinion, because I see that the UFC has been gently grooming him back into, you know, into the mix. You know, they're giving him, you know, middle class fighters that he should beat, you know, on his bad days. So they're giving him those guys. You know, Sarah, don't get me wrong, I like Sarah, but I knew Sarah wasn't going to beat Matt Hughes. And now, you know, with they gave him the Gracie. He beat the Gracie, and he did that pretty well. So, you know, here goes Almeida. So if he does good against Almeida, I think he should get a solid, you know, fight next. Or retire, Matt. I mean, don't sit here and try to be, you know, straddling the fence for a paycheck here, man. You know, if you're gonna fight, fight. So if you put away Almeida, man, we should see you in some pretty good fights. This is a very good versus card, man. They got to give Gomi knockout of the night on that one. Yeah, he should definitely get knockout of the night, because that was beautiful. I was trying to think if there was any other, you know, cases. But yeah, so I guess I'll see you guys next week after we see who's the new middleweight champion, or retaining his belt, which I'm pretty sure he should retain his belt. Anderson, don't get up in there and lose a fight which you should win, you know, because I mean, in my opinion, Chael is no more dangerous than the rest of them. You face more dangerous opponents than Chael, in my opinion. So, you know, you should just put him away, okay? That's about it, man. It was a beautiful night, like I said. Versus put on and the UFC put on an excellent card. They're doing their thing. This is the Invincible Armor. Till next time, peace.